Soul family, my soul family. Look, my biological brother that I never met in person, but I met through the internet. My biological brother reacts to my topic that drugs, alcohol, vaping weakens people to be in toxic frequencies and spiritual warfare. Sadly, my younger stepbrother I grew up with in a Pisces classmate never knew what I knew, that drugs, alcohol, and vaping weakens a person to not be spiritually strong. And I can't save my younger stepbrother or classmate. They got to find out themselves. I was always right about the drugs is meant to weaken humans to not be strong against spiritual warfare. So like, look, my biological brother, he said, these Pisces, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising men don't realize the effect of drugs. They think it's a lifestyle. It's really a way of coping. It's an attachment. It makes you slower and weaker to bind you closer to this prison realm system. Keeps you from resisting because you're busy doing drugs. You cannot think because you're in such a low frequency, weight down and friends from these drugs. It's a spiritual attack. Like, these are all facts. These are all facts. Like, now let's go to it. My soul family, this is what a lot of these men in their 20s that are Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces risings, Libra moon, Libra rising, and Libra sun men do not understand. Drugs was made by demiurge, reptilians, and Yahweh the lion serpent, and archons and other former high-class demon slave owners that want a lot of the masses of non-demonic creatures to be weak when the spiritual warfare final battle goes down. Because let me tell you this final battle of spiritual warfare, look, drugs, alcohol, liquor, all of that stuff, vaping, all of these drugs and alcohol that's being promoted to a lot of Gen Z men in their 20s, that stuff makes them weak. That's why they are athletically challenged. They can't jump high, they can't run fast, they can't do anything. Because, like, for one, most of the Gen Z men that are like Pisces sun, rising, and moon, Libra sun, rising, and moon, those type of men of those archetypes, they always fall victim to the curse of like being weak in this spiritual warfare, because they consume so much drugs and alcohol, not realizing that drugs and alcohol, liquor, all of that stuff was made to make a human weaker, so they don't be spiritually strong, to be physically strong, to fight against a spiritual warfare. This is the reason why myself and many other athletic freak of nature soul beings, we don't do drugs. We are drug free. We have a high testosterone, high libido levels, so that way we could be very powerful and overpowered demiurge, reptilians, archons, fallen angels, nephilims, and Yahweh the lion serpent when the final battle comes in the spiritual warfare. I don't do drugs at all, soul family. My sun, rising, and my moon zodiacs are Aquarius, Virgo, and Scorpio.
Libra, Pisces, sun, rising, and moon, the archetypes and those zodiacs, they tend to fall victim to drugs, narcotics, pills, you name it. Due to that archetype of zodiacs, we have different swings and wills in the astrology. It's complex. It's like, if you really look at it, the characteristics, there's always patterns. In nature, in reality, what we perceive as this reality, this is not the fake reality. This is an artificial created thousands of years ago, and it's still going on now. The loops and patterns, rewiring of systems, blah, blah, blah. This pattern's been going on because it's an element, it's energy, you know what I'm saying? And they fall victim to drugs, and they don't realize that these drugs are like weapons. Like, it's a machine. Like, us humans, we're machines. It's a body doing it. I don't want to say technology, but it's an intelligence that's making you operate in low form to where you're not in a high performed field in body movement and actually mental. So when you see a threat, you can't respond to it because you have drugs. People like me and Jules here, who are usually Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpios, in their sun rising and moon, we usually respond quick. We're usually mentally there. We have some sort of wit. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't do drugs. We don't fall into stuff like that. We don't really follow the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of guys, 20s, Pisces, all these, you know, the zodiacs of Pisces, Libra, they fall victim to drugs, man. It's like, it's making them weak. It's like they're becoming a shell of their previous version, because when they were growing up, they wasn't like that, but then it's like they felt victim, because it's tapping inside of your body. You know what I'm saying? This is why they're able to come up with these crazy drills or whatever they do, because it's like it's taking over them. They're actually operating in a pseudo version of themselves. They should be at the highest version of self. This is what drugs do. It's a weapon. It's a weapon. It's an entity. You know, it has all these antibodies to get rid of your true body, which is you, which is the source. You know what I'm saying? It's an antibody, man. It's an agent. Stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta tap in, bro. They gotta have this awareness. If not, they're gonna be fucked up. They not gonna.
So you see, soul family, my biological brother, he was on point about this intuition that I had about drugs, alcohol, vaping weakens people to be in toxic frequencies. Like all facts, all factuals right there. Because drugs are a weapon made by the demon realm beings to weaken humans to not be spiritually strong. You see, drugs was a demon lineage creation by Yahweh, the lion serpent, and demiurge to hijack and weaken humans so no warriors are there to fight against the prison realm spiritual warfare. Like, come on, man. Like me and my biological brother, Connie Augustine, he is literally on point with this, man. Like he said, drugs makes them weaker, less agile, and bind it with this corrupted prison demonic system. The system's demonic entities and resonance of the societies. Like it's all factual, man. All factual. All factual. And you literally see it, soul family. You literally see this video right here. So soul family, look. Drugs, vaping, alcohol were demonic libido and testosterone killing tools made by reptilians, fallen angels, demiurge, archons, Deros, Dorsays, Yahweh the lion serpent, and etc. demon realm high-class slave owners of this prison realm matrix. Just so the gullible beings be fooled by the promotion of drugs and alcohol to be brought and used by majority mostly of Gen Z adults. Just so no warriors of the mortal realm can combat against the demonic beings that cause the spiritual warfare. Mostly Libra sun, rising moon, Pisces sun, rising moon sign men in their 20s fall to this indoctrination of doing drugs and alcohol, not realizing it makes them weak to not be spiritually strong to fight against the demon realm slave owners who've been causing this spiritual warfare. And that's why not doing drugs and have a healthy lifestyle, being physically fit, is spiritually important to overpower the demon beings in the spiritual war in this prison realm, so soul beings can get back to their soul realms. So you see it, soul family, you see it. My biological brother, he's on point. You see what I'm saying, soul fam? I had to like literally get this right here.